Hi everyone, Mary here from Ireland. How are you all doing? Guided to do a reading today, and I haven't used these two decks for ages and ages, so God only knows what's going to come up. Being guided to use them, so here we go. Today is the 3rd of May, so it's Sunday. So we'll say this is a reading for the week beginning the 4th of May. I haven't put dates on my readings for a long time, but maybe there's a reason. I always know that the reason shows itself as time goes on. And this is the Life Purpose deck, and I'm feeling 2 cards. It'll be interesting. There was one on the bottom of the deck as I was before I shuffled, and it'll just be interesting to see, does it come up? Oh, this is more like a reading for me. Flowers. So I'm thinking any of you who are into natural healing, I would extend that from flowers to herbs to food to growing your own to flower remedies to herbal remedies. What else? I have a flower deck somewhere, have I? I'm not going up to the room for it. It is funny that I did see the flower deck before I came down, but I didn't pick it up. I'm in a different room. Let me see. I'll read this anyway. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. So opening the heart, isn't that why we're here? We're expanding, we're opening that heart, we're working on the heart chakra, we're spreading the love. So this is the message. But you know how you have to do it. You know your passion and you know how you're being called to do it. Whether whether you have to be out there as a big name in the community, or you work in the background spreading the word quietly, in a quiet, gentle way, or whether you have to be a big voice out there. And I will congratulate the big voices, because I don't think I'd have the courage. They are really putting the other side of the story to everybody, and they're not being looked after too well. Now that's cryptic, but you'll know if you are following news, the light and the dark, we'll say. You'll know what I mean. Like, I'm not one to be out there big time and draw attention to myself. I can work in the background. Books. So are there books you have to write, or that's the side of the fireplace? Books out there that you need to read, or books that you need to write. And that's definitely for me. I'm in the middle of several books, but I'm concentrating on one of them at the moment, and I will let you know when it's done. It'll be I'll say a couple of months, but I could have it done maybe in a month and a half. We'll see. I'll let you know. Books. Okay, so there are plenty of books out there. There are also films based on books. Research. I think this is about research. Do your research quietly. Follow your passions. Ask for books and people who will be teachers or mentors or co-creators with you, to be shown to you. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books, and of course library. That's you could be working in a library too, doing your light work in the library. And what happens in a library? Silence. So going inward as well, of course, following your heart, going inward and finding out what you can bring to the world, what you want to leave behind you, what you want to leave for your generations who come after you. Like, there are many people looking back to the ancestors now and what they said and what they did and sharing their wisdom. And you one day will be an ancestor and your wisdom will be shared. So leave it, even if it's in the form of a journal that nobody sees. Or you could self-publish a book and have it on your shelf for when you leave. Or get a couple of copies for the main members of the family who will resonate with it, and let them keep it on the shelf too. I use lulu.com now. It took me a while to get into it. You can also use Amazon. Forget. You could Google self-publish book on Amazon. I forget. I did one. I didn't find it as easy or as fulfilling as Lulu, but each to their own, and that's if you want to self-publish. There are some friends of mine self-publishing cards, oracle cards. That's another way of bringing your wisdom to the world. I would like to do a deck myself too, but don't know on what at the moment, and it's down the line a good bit if ever I do it. Books are my thing. For anybody new, I don't see my numbers going up, but anybody who trips across this and you're new, I did write a small book called Coincidences or Are They? Mary Keena Donlan. And it's just a very, very simple book on the signs we receive from our loved ones in spirit, from our angels, our guides, the universe, whatever you like to call it, source. They have ways of getting our attention, and then we use our intuition as to what those signs mean. And I find personally that I have a new perspective on some of the signs now. So trust your intuition. You will be guided as to what they mean to you. And maybe you will share it with friends and they'll have a different perspective which will help you. Or you will think, nah, that's not for me. That doesn't mean what I think it means. So trust your own intuition, but also be open to other perspectives. That's one book. The other two books are collections of quotations by famous people. My collection of quotations and affirmations, and more quotations and affirmations, and beautiful photographs that I took myself on the covers of the books. So, right, that's those two. Do I need another? I'm going to just split the deck here. See, do I need another? If it jumps at me, I will tell you. If not, school. Of course, we're learning new stuff. We're learning. Life is a school, and it's the same, like books, learning, new information, putting the information out there. There'll be other people coming to school as well. But there are new books that you need to read, or new people you need to find, or new people who will find you to co-create with you as well. The flowers opening, like, you know, the lotus flower, blossoming and blooming and moving up a level. But as I say, the herbs, the flower remedies, the nature, and what we can make from nature that will help us, that won't be toxic. Okay, so that may be for some of you too. So that's school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Now, there are lots of free courses on the internet too. They come up on Facebook as sponsored. I know some people don't look at a sponsored post, but some of them are very good. I've gone into a few of them and I've looked at the comments, and the people who have gotten the courses, many people have found them great. So there's lots of stuff. There are natural courses, there's psychotherapy courses. I know you can't become a psychotherapist from a course, but from an online course, well, maybe you can, but I don't think so. There are there's Reiki courses, there are candle making courses, anything. You'll find a course anywhere, and there's lots of them advertised on Facebook at the moment. But you could Google in free online courses, because people are being generous these days and putting their courses out there. So the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck, this should be very uplifting because they're full of fun. And that was a message during the week, fun. We've been working hard and doing things the hard way. How can we bring more fun into our journey and move forward in an easier way? Rest. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. Okay, so through the there are light codes coming on the planet this weekend and they're hitting the body. Many of my friends have pains and aches. Thank God I'm fine again after my twin flame video. Rest when you need to rest. Don't be do. We have stuff to do. We have work to do. We have things to put out there, but only do them when it feels right to you, when you feel you'd enjoy doing it, when you feel the flow, when you feel the nudge. Don't forget to rest, okay? And as you rest and meditate, you get more downloads and information, and we'll be integrating these new energies into our bodies while we rest and sleep too. So that's needed too for that bigger picture. A new dawn, of course. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. So new, and I know there's a lot of dark and light out there. Don't get too caught up in it. Like my way at the moment, as I said in my last video, is, I did on Facebook as well, is the whole Ho'oponopono prayer. Like even to, last night I woke up in the middle of the night, and even to some of these names that are being mentioned out there that are not for the highest good of everybody, I brought them into my energy and the face of this person, and I said, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Because the ethos of that prayer is, this is in my reality because I've created it in some shape or form, which we did. We've asked for the new dawn. So we're all in this together, even the dark. They're there to push the light and to push the light workers into their work and to test us on what we've learned so far. How are we going to react? How did we learn to be over the last 10 years? You know, are we going to change now? We will become more vocal because we're more courageous and strong and strength. But how do we become more vocal? You know, each to their own, each to their own. But I was watching Amanda Ellis the other day, and of course Metatron spoke the same. We are all souls on a journey. We've had past lives. Nobody is perfect, and we all made mistakes, whether it was in this life or a past life. We were the bad guy at some stage, and it may not be a really bad guy, but we've got to use our light to help the bigger picture and not be driven to the same ways of being as, you know, anger comes up, frustration comes up, all of that, but we don't have to throw our anger at other people. We are better off throwing the light and the forgiveness and the love, and it will help other people. Now I know there are people out there with special missions who will be speaking out and who has to bring justice. So if that's you and you know it's you, off you go. For many watching me, it's the natural, what we have to spread is the natural way, and all we've learned in the last 10 years is what we have to put out there, and we have to teach as well. Courses, maybe there's online courses you need to put out there you've been thinking of, you'll know. Okay, one more from the mermaids and dolphins. Where do we go? Yeah, that one. Empowerment. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. Okay? Now, to me, that's powerful with your energy. Watch your thoughts. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and she looks after children after school. Well, she doesn't now. And one of the children in the family said, "Oh, I wish school was closed. I hate going to school." And they were talking over the internet the other day, and she said, "You got what you asked for." And many of us did. Many of us did. Like, I know my son used to be saying, "Oh, the commute. We're going to have to move closer to where I work. The commute is killing me. I hate it." And now he's working from home. You know, there are many, many positives to what's going on now. We're seeing a new way, and many people will be working from home after this, and less stress. And, you know, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, but just see what you can see at the moment, the positives. And we can see the negatives as well, but we can turn those negatives into positives. So with your energy, you're very powerful, very powerful. And I saw that last weekend when I called in Twin Flame. If you haven't seen my last video, what's happening in the Twin Flame world, I called in Twin Flame, and I could feel that my whole left side was in pain, and I could feel the energy going down through me, and the heat, and then the love. And it was only beautiful. So, you know, we are very powerful. And then, of course, there was physical connection, we'll say, just in a text, and that was fine too. I'm not expecting, as I said in that video, no expectations. It was lovely. I'm very grateful. But I went, whoa, what did I do last weekend? You know, with our energy. Watch those thoughts. Watch what you ask for, and watch what you're putting out there for the highest good of everybody. Anytime you're putting something out there, and call in Archangel Michael, of course, for protection and help on your journey. That's my way. You can use your crystals. You can use Amanda Ellis's Armor of God. Anything you like, or just trust, you know, that you are safe and protected. Did we say that? No. Thought we got that message. You're safe and protected. Your family are safe and protected. But I think that's it. Just, you are more powerful than you know, and just watch those thoughts. Watch what you ask for. And when you do ask for something, ask for the highest good of everybody, and that covers that. If this is to be for the highest good of everybody, please grant my wish. Okay? So there you go. That's the reading for the week starting May the 4th. In Ireland, we have a roadmap of opening up more slowly and coming out. It goes on to the last phase is August the 10th. So slowly but surely along the way, we'll be opening up bit by bit by bit. 5 phases, and the first phase starts on May the 18th. And at some stage in July, I'll be able to see my grandchildren, please God, and hug them. And because I missed them big time, and I had a bad old day yesterday, feeling the loss, you know, and the not being able to touch. And I am very well aware that many people have lost loved ones, and they won't be able to touch them or hug them. And that's their journey, because it happened. That's what happens. And, you know, I know the virus was unforeseen, and they didn't realise that their loved ones were going to leave in that way, and it was not a nice way. It's a horrible, horrible journey. But I do know that those of us on earth, we need touch, we need hugs, we need shake hands, we need kisses, we need love, you know, and that's what we have to walk towards. At the moment, I think we're learning that there is a higher connection between everybody, and bringing in those skills, and not going down into the depths of despair. When am I going to see this person again? It hit me yesterday with the grandkids. Like, I do hear them on the phone and WhatsApp, the one lad who can talk, and Granny, he's so cute. And we did a WhatsApp voice message yesterday, and my daughter with just a voice message, we usually do the WhatsApp videos, but he couldn't understand why Granny wasn't answering him. Can Granny hear me, Mummy? Can Granny hear me? Granny, he said. He's so cute. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him. And of course the others are babies, and I see them on video and photographs, and it's lovely. I was supposed to be in Boston next week. For those of you who are supposed to meet, we'll do it again at some stage. And to see your grandchild as well. I see her in video, and so be it. So be it. So take your time, relax, feel the energies, bring in the love yourself. Don't be too impatient. Go with the flow and bring through whatever you need to bring through on your creative side. What are you here to create? So I'll leave it at that. Take care. Talk to you soon.